Hey everyone, how you doing today? Back with the Lumberjack Landlord. Matt, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome, Mike.
So
Super excited about this segment. I
yeah,
got to be
you
honest.
like segment number three, huh? So we're going to continue a trend that we started last week. We did again yesterday with Mr. Greg Dickerson, and we're going to turn number three over to you, and you're just going to ask me whatever questions come up, and we will just see where this goes. This ought to be interesting.
But Mike, I'm so nervous in front of the camera. I don't
Oh,
know what I'm
I
going to do
can
with my
tell.
hands.
Oh
Well, Mike, I do have some questions. I do
no.
have some questions. Hopefully I'll do justice for all the folks out there. But the thing is, you make yourself available to the people on Saturday mornings every week anyway.
Hmm.
And the Facebook group.
I
So, I
try.
mean, there's probably not a whole lot of hardcore stuff I'm going to throw past that you haven't already answered before.
We'll see.
But what is your 5-year plan for
Oh.
this is where I'm at now? What's my 5-year plan? 5 years from now, what's Mike Zuber doing?
That's a good question. So I'm going to answer that kind of how people would see it, right? So again, I do my goals video every Sunday, right? That tells you what's going on in my 13-week
Mm-hmm.
periods. But let me paint you a vision of where I think that is going. So there's, Mike Zuber and Olivia's portfolio, right? I would
Mm-hmm.
expect it to be 20% bigger
Okay.
from a unit count
In 5 years.
in 5 years. Yeah. In five
Okay.
for sure. If
I
not higher. So minimum 20% bigger unit count.
was like, geez, somebody creating a layup for themselves.
Yeah. Well, people are going to hold me to this, man. Somebody's going to save this
Yeah, they
video
are.
and go, how'd he do? I'm going to go get him.
Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna be asking for weekly updates. What are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
exactly. So 20% more unit count. I would expect gross rents, again, top line, going back to edit number two or video number two, probably up 30. Oh God, no, probably up 40%. And then
Mhm.
of course the bottom line is probably up, God, 35%, right? And we're doing okay now, but that's what I
Yeah.
would expect from our portfolio because we're not done. People ask me all the time, "Are you done?" I'm like, "No, I
Right.
still look at my market 10 to 20 minutes a day." I don't know how
That's
many
right.
times people need to hear this. Uh, I'm an open book. I tell you exactly what I'm trying to buy. So I expect to be bigger. So that's that. Then there's the one rental at a time thing, which is just a total blast, having a lot of fun. We are over 1,000 students in that course now.
That's awesome.
I would, God, I would love to say 10,000. I always love just adding a zero.
That's a big number. I love
Yeah,
it.
it is, right? That's, I think, and I think it will, I'm going to say 10,000. I just,
10,000.
10,000. Yeah. We're at about, let's call it 1,500 now, just rounding
Yeah.
numbers. So
Now,
that's a healthy jump.
now, do you get? I think you get a plaque from YouTube at 100,000 subs. Are you
Yes.
there in 5 years?
Yes. 100,000 subs in 5 years. I would hope we're about 18,000, knock on wood, today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'd like to get, I got to tell you that plaque, I look forward to getting that plaque.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
not stopping until I get that plaque.
Yeah.
That much I can
Yeah.
guarantee you. I want that flipping plaque.
Yeah. I just know that I get to be part of the acceptance speech.
Oh,
You
for
know.
sure. Oh, God, yeah, absolutely. Dude, I look forward to that video. I may do drafts of it. I'm so excited. Just
That
good
might be
card.
the first video you edit.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike decided to break out his editing skills on his 100,000 subs video.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So that's that.
Awesome.
So 10,000 students, 100,000 subs. Uh, God, what else would I like?
Are you still living in
Mhm.
California in five
Oh, that's a
years?
good question. I was just thinking that I really hope in 5 years we have at least one other unit that we call home part of the year.
Yeah.
My vision, and I'm trying to get Olivia there. She's just not there yet. Is I would love to have 3 condos or townhouses, whatever you call them, around the world, where I just chase the sun.
Yeah.
I could do whatever I do from anywhere. It would have to have high speed internet and all of that, but that would be my goal, right? If I
Most
could,
days.
yeah, exactly. Most days I'm in the Silicon Valley and it's so slow sometimes. So that would, I'm going to put that out there. Let's say three. So two more, right? We're never going to get rid of this place. It's a special to us. So two more
For sure.
places around the world, probably one in Asia and then either one in Australia or one in South America somewhere, somewhere where I can again chase the sun all year. That'd be so awesome.
So in the
Yeah.
States, you stay in California.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, dude. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, if yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I can't imagine going anywhere.
Might change your mind when you get to those Joe Rogan number subs.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if somebody wants to hand me $100 million, I might change my address until then. Yeah,
exactly. Got a nice place for you right here, Mike.
yeah, but
Nice place in tax-free New Hampshire.
yeah, I got to tell you, I don't report a lot of taxes. I did pay some
Yeah.
taxes last year for the first time in a couple of years. Not a lot, but some.
Well,
It was
there's always
okay.
that opportunity to reinvest, right?
Yeah,
Always the
exactly.
opportunity to reinvest in the buildings, and like, hey, this is great. It's even better justification to put more money into these buildings
Yeah,
and make them even nicer.
exactly. If I'd had a little bit better planning, I would have done some November and December improvements. But frankly, we were still in this crisis, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll keep it, right? So anyway,
This year was hard in that regard, for sure. For sure.
yeah, I won't be paying taxes next year. That much I can tell you.
Yes, yes. If you had to start again today, would you follow your book?
Yeah, to the letter. Because there's a couple of things that still kind of annoy me or grind on me when I see all these other successful stories. One is, why wouldn't you be an entrepreneur? And the simple answer is, I just don't have it, and I know thyself, right? I don't have that in me. I'm a good employee. I'm very good at taking software products from 0 to 100 million faster than most people. And frankly, that's a very rewarding job.
It is. That's a lot of fun.
I would just go do that at a small 20 million company and grow it to 100 million, get paid handsomely for that. So I would again bust my ass during the day and invest everything in my book. I'd repeat. I would like to do it earlier. The freaking, you know how much bigger we would be? So I started on my 30th. If I would have just started at 25, you know how powerful that 5 years would have been?
Yeah.
I could be, no joke, 3x bigger than we are today with that 5 years. 3x.
Well, it's really funny because we look at that too. And the funny thing is I couldn't have started any younger.
This whole signing contracts was a problem.
Yeah, exactly. My signature wasn't legally binding at the time.
Well, let me ask you this question, sort of in the reverse. Do you regret dropping out at 9th grade?
Oh, no. Okay. Don't follow me, but no. No,
I don't regret it, but don't follow me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, for me, I think it was, really a combination of things. It was a life factor, family factor as well.
Okay.
And so for me, it just was what it was.
Yeah,
just honestly, so for me, it just was what it was. And I don't mind talking about that, but yeah.
Do you hope your 3 kids graduate high school?
Graduate high school? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Mike, though, honestly, yeah, I think the honest thing is that I am I'm a tough dad. I'm tough, but I'm fair. And even if I'm unfair, then tough.
I got news for you, dude. You're a teddy bear.
Yeah. That's my kids.
You may act like a grizzly. Dude, they're 3 and 2. What are they going to tell me?
Oh, trust me. They already listened to the Von Trapp whistle.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
they already answered that thing in the front hall.
There
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just think that I think the challenge is that for guys like us, and this is what we want to impart to the audience, is that for guys like us, it's no mistake when our kids grow up successful.
Oh, no question.
It's because we were actively and aggressively involved. And we took them through our journeys. Like my son will figure cap rate at 7 years old. These are the things that my son has been walking through these projects with me. I mean, literally, he used to be on the baby Bjorn on me, which by the way, doesn't fit. So it was actually a Lilla baby. I'll give the right plug. The baby Bjorns didn't fit me. But the Lilla baby, he would be in that thing. And that was literally at, weeks old, and he had ear protection and I had a little mask over his nose.
There you go.
And we would rock projects. And so all my contractors know who he is, and the contractors that have their kids working for them. Yeah. That's generational relationship.
That's awesome.
And so my kids are expected to perform. If they don't want to be in the family business, that's fine. But they will know the family business and they will have learned it and they will have worked hard at it. And, I have friends that had parents that own small companies, and these guys worked for them, from the age of 13 all the way up through college, and then had to make the decision. Do I go work in the family business, or do I go work somewhere else? Some left and went somewhere else. Others said, yeah, I'm going to stick it out and do this thing. And then when they actually got a chance to make some impact, like they helped the business explode. because they knew it from the ground up. There's not a job in that company that they didn't do. And my son, if he goes to college, if he gets an MBA, if he ends up, the world's smartest person, he's still not going to start in a corner office. There's just no way for that. He's going to have to work his way up through, because everybody else in our organization has worked their way up through. And that's just, we reward hard work and competence. We don't reward title.
Yeah. I love it.
So
very cool.
Yeah, we're lumberjacks are tough on their kids.
I don't know, folks. Do anybody out there really believe that? I could just imagine him walking around and just melting seeing his kids. But
yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, totally adore my kids. But yeah, we do have to have that. We have to have that moment where they recognize that we need to, do well in restaurants, and we want to be the people that have the kids that are unheard. And, we're all for that. I like being under the radar when we're out in public. Like we're pretty quiet in that regard.
Very cool.
We say all the loud for here. And the construction site.
Yeah. It's Tuesday morning with Mike. That's when we're loud.
Exactly. Well, that's why I'm always so amped up. I saved up all my energy for you. No,
we play off each other well. It's
awesome. Good time. It's a good time. So I would say my last question for you would be, so yes, you would follow your book all the way.
Yep.
Do you think that, I think hindsight's 2020. Do you regret, or would you regret, I'm trying to think of the right ways to phrase this. Would you ever sell out of your portfolio and just be like, nope, I'm good, I'm done, I just don't want to do this anymore?
So there's a couple, I've thought about that. I mean, that's always, we could do that. I mean, in theory, we could do that today, but I mean, it would probably take freaking months to sell everything.
It would,
yeah. But I've thought about it, right? Because the number at the bottom of the spreadsheet's a nice number. It's more than we're going to need, probably more than we can ever spend unless we got stupid, really stupid. The answer is probably no. I mean, there's really what I'm seeing in our portfolio as I'm sitting here, basically 50. I'm like, there's like a dozen or 20 properties in there. Like, basically, I've already identified those as the best of the best, and those are like Teresa's, right? Our daughters. So it would have to be something pretty significant. I can tell you this, just like in my book, I talk about the affordability index. If for whatever reason, because of the tax credit and Bank of America's assistance and all these things, if it kept going nutty, and everything fell to like a affordability of 10, which it's never gotten that low in Fresno.
Sure.
Let's just be honest. If it really got to 10, I would sell everything.
Yeah.
I would sell everything. And then I'd just sit on the sidelines. I'd wait 2 or 3 years for the explosion.
And I think that's really important for everybody to realize, is that we aren't married to our assets.
Not at all.
They're not our homes. They're our assets. And we run it as a business. And it's people that are there, and we still treat them like people, but we also have to recognize that it is just an asset. And if I can create a better performance, or if I know that asset's run its course, then at that time you divest yourself of said asset and you get into the next one. Like, we don't fall in love with any of those things, right? It's very well said. I mean, I've actually jokingly said, if anybody ever wants to pay double what I think something I own's worth, I'll sell it to you in a minute. Yeah, exactly.
That's no problem. So this is cool. I like this. I like this, man. Well, thank you very much. These have been 3 fun episodes. Gallery views getting thumbs up from the audience. I get it now. I was a little off. Now I get it. I get to stare at both of us having crazy hand gestures and stuff. So very cool, man. I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day. All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. You too.
You got it.